Well, if you are looking to do some reading around the Valley or maybe learn something special, Lori Barnes from the Vail Public Library is here to talk a little bit about all of the things that they have going on. Lori, you have One Book, One Valley starting.
Yes.
And when did it kick off?
It kicked off 2 weeks ago. It was on the 23rd of January. We kicked off and announced the title officially. We had representatives from all the towns at that event. It was at the Bookworm. We had county commissioners and mayors and town council people, so it was a lot of fun. It really was.
So tell me a little bit about what One Book, One Valley really is and what it means.
It's a community read, and ours is a valley-wide read. It's not just Avon or Vail or Eagle. It's the entire community of Eagle County joining together for community read, and we choose one title every year. There's a whole committee effort that goes into identifying what would be the best title for the year, and it's a big process. So it takes several meetings and discussions and figuring out what do we want to announce for this year. But this is year 6. And so now the book's out. Everybody knows it's High Divide by Lynn Enger. It's his second novel, and he's coming in person in March. He'll be at CMC for our finale event, but there's just a lot of stuff going on through the Valley at various locations. One of the first events is next Monday, the 13th. It's a lecture about Custer and also about the Indian Wars back in the 1800s, and that's taking place at CMC. The high schools are doing activities. Eagle Valley High School, Vail Mountain School, Battle Mountain High School all have events. They have displays, they have book discussions. We're doing a fun project, horseshoe art painting. So people will come in and Alpine Arts will be there, and we thought, well, there's horses in the book, so we might as well do something artsy and craftsy, so we're going to paint horseshoes. That's going to be fun. So there's just a lot going on around it, and we're just trying to keep the energy alive. Oh, and we do go to all the town council meetings and county commissioner meetings throughout the county to have them adopt a proclamation officially, just adopting that and having their support of this community read.
Now, how many books go into One Book, One Valley during the entirety of the program?
You mean when we're trying to select the title for the year? We probably started with a list of about 30.
Wow.
And the Bookworm had given us a lot of wonderful suggestions this year, things that they thought would be a good read for men, for women. It's basically an adult read, but this title, we wanted to get the schools involved this year, the high schools. And so that was another sensitivity issue that we had to keep in mind. We're bringing high schoolers in, and we didn't want it to be something that might appear inappropriate for them, but this is a wonderful story.
Now, what is the High Divide about?
It's about a family. There's Ulysses and Greta Pope, and they have 2 sons. Well, all of a sudden, one morning, this is 1886, Ulysses decides to get up and leave home. Greta, the wife, doesn't know. Sons don't know why. So it's a journey of trying to find out why Ulysses left. The sons go after him. Then the wife leaves. And so they're all on a separate journey to find out what Ulysses is up to. And they're heading from Minnesota and they're heading towards Montana. So it takes place, you know, about 100 years ago, and it's a good family story. The author's an excellent writer. He's really very good. So it's been engaging. The people we've seen so far that are reading it are very engaged.
Something else that you have that's really engaging at the Vail Public Library going on is the avalanche awareness class that you have happening.
Yeah, and that's an excellent program. We're having that on Wednesday evening of this week. It's a 2-hour program, so it's going to be a very comprehensive program. It's the Friends of Berthoud Pass, and they're coming up to do this for free, so there's no charge. But it is a long class, but they're going to talk about anything to do with being in the backcountry, which so many people love to do. But how can you make yourself completely aware of avalanches? How do you choose a trail? How do you avoid avalanches? What do you do if you're caught in one? What safety measures do you take, you know, before you plan to go out? So it's going to be covered comprehensively that evening in a 2-hour event. We hope people will come on down to the library. It's at Vail Public Library starting at 6 on Wednesday.
And so we can get information about One Book, One Valley as well as the avalanche course at vailpubliclibrary.com?
It's vaillibrary.com.
Vaillibrary.com.
Very simple.
Okay.
And One Book, One Valley has its own website, onebookonevalley.com. So they're both very simple.
There you go. Yeah, and we have the website up on the screen as well. Every time we've shown your name key. So vaillibrary.com, onebookonevalley.com.
That's right.
Thank you so much for coming in today. Have fun and enjoy the read. I'm sure you'll be reading the books as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much, Lori. We're going to tell you what is going on tomorrow's show when we come back. Stay close.